Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful day, but my mind is completely blown after what just went down in Genoa City. Grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and let's dive straight into the madness. I cannot breathe right now. Seriously, did we all just watch the same episode? I am typing this up so late at night because my adrenaline is through the roof, and I desperately need to vent to people who actually get it. I mean, we all knew something was off, but that ending? I am still screaming at my television screen. They actually went there. They finally pulled the trigger on the most agonizing slow burn storyline of the year, and I am half celebrating and half terrified for what comes next. Am I the only one who feels like they just got hit by a freight train of plot twists? Because wow. Let's just jump right into it. Summer Newman. Our Summer Newman. I can't even begin to describe the absolute sheer perfection of her storming back into Genoa City like an avenging angel. I've been watching this show since the 2010s, and let me tell you, this was one of the most iconic, flawlessly executed entrances I have ever seen on daytime television. We've been sitting here for weeks, agonizing over Nick's trauma, watching him practically lose his mind and rely on Sharon's weird magic tea just to keep from committing a literal homicide. And all this time, Matt Clark has been playing the victim, batting his eyes and pretending his brain is wiped clean. But Summer? Oh, Summer wasn't having a single second of it. She didn't just come back with a hunch or a feeling. She came back with receipts. Cold, hard, undeniable, chilling receipts from the dark, seedy underbelly of Las Vegas. And the video. Can we please talk about that video for a second? I am literally shivering just thinking about it. Summer pulls out this hidden camera footage she managed to dig up from her secret Vegas contacts, probably tapping into some of Adam's old spider network. If we're being honest, and it is the most skin-crawling thing Y&R has aired in a decade. The footage is grainy, black and white security tape, but the timestamp is crystal clear. And right there, in the center of the frame, we see Matt Clark. Not the confused, amnesia-stricken, poor me outcast that he's been playing for the last month. No. We see the real Matt Clark. He is completely lucid. He is sharp, he is calculated, and he is smiling. That sick, twisted, triumphant smile as he looks over his shoulder, ensuring no one is watching, before he secretly slips a baggie of fentanyl directly into Nick Newman's duffel bag before that whole staged incident went down. It was so deliberate. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a crime of passion. It was a cold-blooded, meticulously planned assassination attempt on Nick's life and sanity. I have to pause here because the implications of this are massive. Remember when Nick, Sharon, and Noah were trapped in that abandoned gas station garage? Remember how Adam had to play this cold, strategic game just to keep his brother alive while Matt pulled the strings? We all thought Matt was just a chaotic force of nature who lost control, but this video proves it was premeditated down to the very last milligram of drugs. He intended to completely destroy Nick. He wanted Nick addicted, ruined, or dead. And he did it with a smile on his face. I am so sick to my stomach, but at the same time, I am screaming, "I told you so," at the top of my lungs. Because let's be real, I know some people were actually starting to buy into the whole Matt has amnesia and wants to be a better person redemption arc. And yeah, I saw the interviews where the writers talked about wanting to keep the actor around because he's so talented, and the only way to do that was to give him amnesia and make him repent. Well, joke's on us. Or maybe it's a double bluff. I don't even know anymore. I'm just so emotional. But this video proves that the amnesia was a total 100% fabricated lie. He didn't forget anything. He remembers every single horrific, brutal thing he did, and he has been using this poor me, I don't know who I am routine as a masterclass in psychological manipulation. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Back to the point. Summer drops this nuclear bomb of a video, and right when you think the tension in the room can't get any thicker, who walks through the door? Daniel Romalotti. Yes, Daniel. The same Daniel who has been standing by Lauren while his mother's empire completely imploded. The same Daniel who got stuck in Genoa City because of all that Tessa and Mariah drama and missed his Barcelona trip. Thank God he missed that trip. Because Daniel steps into the room, looks his mother dead in the eye, and delivers the final, crushing blow that shatters Phyllis's entire reality. Daniel didn't just come to back up Summer's video. He came with the entire blueprint of Matt's sick psychological warfare. Daniel reveals that Matt has been using Phyllis this entire time. He targeted her. He knew she was vulnerable. He knew Victor had just ruthlessly stripped her of Summer's conglomerate using that fake AI program, and he knew she was feeling like the ultimate outcast. So, what does this psychopath do? He slithers his way into her bed and her life, pretending to be a fellow pariah, just to infiltrate the Newman family's inner circle and destroy them from the inside out. I mean, think about the absolute sheer audacity of this man. He is Nikki's biological son, which is already a massive, messy secret that Victor is trying to control. But Matt isn't just satisfied with being a secret Newman. He wants to burn the entire legacy to the ground. And he figured the easiest way to do that was to use the one woman who hates Victor Newman almost as much as he does, Phyllis. He played her like a cheap fiddle. He knew she would harbor him, protect him, and fight for him to stay in Genoa City. And she did. She literally alienated everyone for this guy. She went to war with her own common sense just to feel like she wasn't alone in her misery. Which brings me to Phyllis. I'm sorry, but I have to go off on a tangent here. I have loved Phyllis since the 90s. I have defended her through her craziest, most unhinged eras. I stood by her when she ran people over. I stood by her through all the hotel drama. But this is a whole new level of rock bottom for her. When Daniel laid it all out, when he connected the dots and made her realize that Matt was the one who orchestrated the chaos that almost pushed her own son, Daniel, to the brink of death and ruin, you could literally see her soul leave her body. The look on Michelle Stafford's face in that moment deserves an Emmy, period. You could see the exact second the delusion shattered. She's been defending this man. She's been sleeping with this man. She thought they had a genuine connection because they were both broken people fighting against Victor's tyranny. And in one horrifying, suffocating instant, she realizes she has been harboring a monster. A monster who slipped fentanyl to Nick. A monster who terrorized Sharon and Noah. A monster who almost killed her own flesh and blood. I actually felt my heart break for her. Wait, no, maybe I don't. I'm so conflicted. Because on one hand, she brought this on herself by blindly trusting a known psychopath just to spite the Newmans. She always does this. Whenever Victor backs her into a corner, she hits the self-destruct button and takes up with the worst possible men. But on the other hand, the betrayal is so deep and so vile that you can't help but pity her. She has lost her company. Her staff walked out on her in droves. Victor is blackmailing her with fake AI evidence, and the only person she thought she had left in her corner was actually holding a knife to her back the entire time. It is Shakespearean levels of tragedy, you guys. And what does she do? She doesn't scream. She doesn't throw a lamp like classic Phyllis. She completely breaks. The sheer horror and self-disgust just wash over her, and she literally turns and bolts. She runs away from her own apartment in a blind panic, fleeing into the Genoa City night because she cannot stand to breathe the same air as him for one more second. It was so raw, so visceral, I had goosebumps all over my arms. You could feel her skin crawling just from the realization that she had let this demon into her bed. But the absolute scariest part of the entire episode? The final shot. Oh my God, the final shot. After Phyllis runs out, leaving her entire world shattered in pieces on the floor, the camera slowly pans back to Matt Clark. He doesn't look worried. He doesn't look panicked that his master plan has just been exposed by Summer and Daniel. He doesn't look like a man who just lost his cover. No. He just stands there, alone in the room, and a slow, sinister, absolutely terrifying smile creeps across his face. Are you kidding me? What does that smile mean? Does he have a backup plan? Is this exactly what he wanted? I am freaking out. Because if Matt isn't scared of being exposed, it means he has something even worse up his sleeve. And let's not forget the ticking time bombs all over town right now. Victor is already threatening Matt and trying to force him out of town. If Victor finds out Matt faked the amnesia and drugged Nick with fentanyl, Victor is going to bypass the police entirely and handle Matt himself. We are talking full-blown Newman vengeance. Victor will not let the man who tried to kill his son walk away breathing. And what about Nick? Nick has been white-knuckling his sobriety and his sanity, chugging Sharon's herbal tea and promising not to commit murder. But when he sees this video, when he realizes Matt was completely lucid and intentionally poisoned him, Nick is going to snap. I am calling it right now. Nick is going to abandon all reason, and we are going to see a bloodbath. And honestly, I am kind of here for it. Matt deserves whatever is coming to him. He has terrorized this family for way too long, and faking amnesia just to play with their trauma is the sickest thing he's ever done. I know some people are loving this whole psychological thriller vibe, but personally, my nerves are completely shot. I don't know how I'm going to survive until the next episode. Will Phyllis go straight to Victor and offer to team up to destroy Matt? Will Daniel and Summer have to physically protect Nick from doing something that lands him in prison for life? And where the hell is Adam in all of this? Because you know he's going to use this chaos to his advantage while he's secretly trying to buy Sally's company. Adam always thrives in the chaos, and with Nick about to go off the deep end, Adam might actually look like the sane brother for once. This is exactly why I have been watching The Young and the Restless for so many years. Just when you think the writers are dragging a storyline through the mud, just when you think you have it all figured out, they hit you with a twist that completely redefines everything you've watched for the past 3 months. The fake amnesia, the Vegas fentanyl video, Daniel's heroic intervention to save his mother, and Phyllis's ultimate tragic realization it is absolute soap opera perfection. I am exhausted. I am exhilarated. And I need to know what you guys think in the comments right now because I cannot process this level of drama alone.